Saying that the COVID-19 pandemic has just changed our world would be an understatement. In less than just 4 months after it first emerged back in January of 2019, it's upended the lives of almost everyone across the globe. The outbreak has affected over 180 countries, infected more than 80 million people, and has killed almost 2 million people so far. The losses of lives are devastating, but they keep continuing. COVID-19 has challenged governments to act in ways that were normally reserved for disasters such as war. Governments took special measures to limit human costs and prevent economic disruption. It is the most consequential sets of policies that most of us have seen or acted on in our lifetime. The thing that was most changed due to COVID is our society. Our society before COVID used to be a contact with the world. But now, after COVID, or during COVID currently, it has turned into an untapped society. The word untapped is 2 parts, un and contact, or no contact. It means that we use technology and machines to provide services and use products without physically facing people. While facing COVID, we lost precious time in which we could have spent with our families and friends. Take school as an example. I used to go to school for 7 periods a day, sometimes 8, 5 days a week, for almost every week except for breaks. However, that changed when Corona began. In 2019, in the middle of February, the government had decided to push our school start date back into late March. Late March turned into early April. Early April then turned into late April. It kept on continuing to be late. However, when I finally went to school, things were not what I expected them to be. Instead of our desks being in that formation that I was so familiar with, they were pushed up against the wall, and they were separate. There were plastic sheets around our desks, separating us from our friends and forbidding us from talking. We had to wear masks everywhere, even to lunchroom and even to the bathroom. Although we did these measures to keep COVID-19 at bay, COVID-19 continued to spread to every corner. This led to online school. I did not like online school. I never did, I never will. This is the reason why. Being class president or a class representative meant that I had the responsibility of making sure that all of my classmates were on time, in the correct classroom, ready to listen to the teacher give his or her lesson. This meant contacting the kids who were not in the class. Although most of the kids in my class had Kakao or other messenger apps that I could contact them with, there were some kids who did not. If I had to contact these kids, I had to go through this extremely long and tedious process. I would first contact my homeroom teacher. Then the homeroom teacher would contact that specific kid's parents. Then the parents would try to contact the kid. The kid could sometimes not be contacted because they would be still sleeping in bed, snoring their head off, or they would be on their computer playing online games. And they would not hear the ring of their home phone. The entire process took about 30 minutes to an hour. It was extremely time-consuming and waste of time. I believe that in order to improve our current situation with this, we should have the appropriate means of protecting ourselves. I believe that governments should allow organizations outside of the government to accelerate their scientific breakthroughs. Antibody studies, immunity determination, and vaccine development are both critical and necessary elements. Increasing and providing more free access into cyberspace is also a definite must. One of the most important things nowadays is having correct and accurate information about COVID, such as how to protect us, how to prevent it, how to recover from it if you have already gotten it, and where it's spread. We should turn the challenges posed by COVID-19 into opportunities so that we can devise strategies for the future. In every approach, contingency plans and policies must be in place so that we can better see the future and be better prepared for that day that will come. Ultimately, If humanity is to survive through this hard time, to become what we were before, or to become better, we have to remember that we are not alone. We are together in this fight. Thank you.